Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know, it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself, and thank you all for tuning in. Some wonderful people, the West Indies will take on Australia pretty soon, guys, and we know we have a long way to go, but nevertheless, I feel like it's time for me to share with you my possible playing 11 for the first test, my people. It might change up going towards the test, guys. I might, give you guys a redo team and include some other players based on performances, but for now, guys, I think this is the best group or the 11 that we have available to take on Australia in the first test. But if it's the first time on the channel, my people, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. So my people, West Indies plan to use Australia as a stepping stone in the first test under new coach Darren Sammy. We know Darren Sammy will love to make his debut as test coach with a win against mighty Australia, but as a West Indies fans, I would love that, but we have to be rational and understand that Australia is a top team. It's not going to be easy for our West Indies to go and just beat them so without a fight. So Darren Sammy have to rethink his strategy moving forward. The team, I think, will put up a good fight, but I'm not banking on anybody to win as yet. Even though I'm a West Indies fans, the reason why I'm not banking on anybody to win, guys, is because the West Indies are newly formed top team when you look at the white ball players invading the red ball setup. So you know that you kind of have some players who can take the game away. But this is test cricket, the power play or the power hitting won't really say do much. You have this type of cricket test your skill set, your talent, your composure, everything, guys. It tests, because it's the mother of the game. So so we're not gonna bank on anybody, but not tell nobody, me tell you, the West Indies are want to win. But let's get back on track, my people. As I said, guys, let's not banking on anybody, but you guys already know how things up. So some of you guys gonna come for me for this playing 11, guys. I can feel it already. So the first player on my list, guys, I'm gonna go with John Campbell and Craig Brathwaite to open the batting. Why would I go with these two? Why are you dropping Micah Louis? That's what a lot of the fans are going to say. But my people, I think John Campbell and Craig Brathwaite have a better opening stand than Micah Louis and Craig Brathwaite. John Campbell had really, fight his way back into the West Indies test team, coming off that jug ban, and, perform well at regional level, and, I think on the A team, the last match, I think he got a half century or so. So it's not like, he didn't earn it, guys. He fight his way back, Micah Louis, he's been there, but he's not producing as though you'd have wanted to really say, all right, keep him there, because once somebody else is outperforming, guys, they're gonna really go with them. So, I think John Campbell and Craig Brathwaite will take the helm, and if anything goes in the second test, guys, or the third test, you can bring in Micah Louis and see how it go. But I think the strongest playing level should include John Campbell and Craig Brathwaite opening the batting. So, moving on to number 3 now, guys. This is where it's tricky now. Because you have a Casey Carty, you have a Brandon King. Which of these two will you bat at that number 3 position? Somebody asked me in one of the videos already in a comment, who would I choose? I told them that as a Jamaican, I would choose Brandon King. But if you're going at stats based on the 50 over game, you will have to go with Casey Carty, no question about that. We have given him some opportunities in tests before, but he never grasped it. But based on his recent performances, with the bat for West Indies, you have to go and give him another opportunity, guys. That number 3 in the test, because he's prolific at number 3 in the ODI, and you want a player like him to really, to utilize him as much as possible. You understand? Get the best out of him for now, because with the talent that he showed, guys, you need to get the best out of him now and hopefully he doesn't change further along in his career. You understand? Because we have seen the greats, we have seen some with talents. As soon as they get the recognition, guys, outside of West Indies cricket, guys, they are off, and we understand the reason why they are off, because franchise money is sweeter than West Indies money. Even though money is money, but When we talk about Sweeter, guys, we have Nuffa there. So the players are going to go there. So hopefully we can, try to integrate him in that number 3 position and keep him. So number 3, Casey Carty for me. Number 4, I'm going to go with Kevlan Anderson. This youngster, guys, I think have proven himself in the regional and also in the West Indies A team. I think he's one for the future. A future number 3 batter, but for now, keep him at number 4, guys, as a youngster, giving him opportunity. You understand? So Kevlan Anderson at 4. 5 now, guys, I think you're going to go with Rastan Chase at that number 5 position. As a newly captain coming into the team, a lot of work for him to do, hopefully he can stabilize this team, in the middle there, and also with his captaincy, with his bowling, and his experience. The team is going to rely heavily on him because, a pretty new assemble, experienced players playing white ball cricket and some playing test and regional and A team, but overall, pretty new look T20/test team. The reason why I'm saying T20 team is because, some of these players have transcended into the test team. We the fans have been calling for some of them to play in the test a long while now, and it's finally getting our wish with these guys included, like the Brandon King and those guys in the test, and the Shea Hope returning. But in my playing level, guys, I don't think Shea Hope is going to make my playing level for the first match. Based on his performance in the West Indies regional, I don't think he's going to make my team, and a lot of fans will agree with me. You understand? So number 5, Rastan Chase. Number 6, guys, as the all-rounder, Justin Greaves. Yeah, man, Justin Greaves as the main all-rounder. Jason Ola is not there. They're trusting Justin Greaves to continue in that role as West Indies out-and-out all-rounder in the test format. So expect Justin Greaves to continue, guys. I think he has been holding down the fort really well there as the main all-rounder, who can offer something with the ball as well, as a 6-bowler option. So expect him at that number 6. Number 7, guys, I think the wicketkeeper I'm going to go with, guys, is Tevin Imlach. I'm not going to go with Shea Hope for the first test. I'm going to go with Tevin Imlach, guys, as he's replaced Joshua Da Silva. No, man, should I say Joshua Da Silva was replaced by Shea Hope. Pretty sad though, because I think Joshua Da Silva should have been a part of the test team, based on his runs in the West Indies regional 4-day. We saw some of the players them speaking out then that is the reason why they are not selected, is because they are old and rated, they perform well but they can't get a look in. So I didn't really pay much attention to them, but it is what it is, guys. Luck favored some people at times, and with new people in charge, guys, some of these players are not going to even get looked at. You understand? We're talking players like Jamar Hamilton, who speaks out that, he scored 1,500, I think, locally, and someone never get a test play, test call up, something like that. But that's a different story, guys. So, Tevin Imlach at number 7. Number 8, guys, we're going to go with Alzarri Joseph at that number 8 position. Number 9, Shamar Joseph. Number 10, Jaden Seals. And number 11, Jomel Warrican. Leave yours in the comment section. Let's recap it, guys. John Campbell, Craig Brathwaite, Casey Carty, Kevlan Anderson, Rastan Chase, Justin Greaves, Tevin Imlach, Jaden Seals, Shamar Joseph, Alzarri Joseph, and Jomel Warrican. Leave yours in the comment section. Bless upon yourself.